Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, and this is Peragine. He is the.
Just press record.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Go. I guess we just
Alright,
go.
So, what is this shirt that you're wearing?
This is
Show it for the camera.
it's reverse though.
But they'll see it as
Oh,
normal.
they'll see it. Okay, so it says keep calm and lift slow.
Okay.
I'm a huge proponent of super slow motion strength training, so I made shirts because I have nothing else better to do.
So when you say like super slow, is it something where kind of like where you're lifting really heavy and you just have to get it up?
Yeah, so it's focused and safe, very effective, and like really high intensity, but in a slow manner. So it protects your joints and it's really efficient for your muscles. So I've been doing it for 5 years, and I will not bend or budge on it. It is the greatest workout you'll ever have because you don't have to sit on a treadmill and do your heart workout, your cardio workout, then go do your strength training, do 3 sets of fucking 10. Move from machine to machine. It's literally 6 to 8 sets, 1 exercise, 2 failure, and you move on to the next body part.
So you get your cardio while you're doing it?
Yeah, it's like literally like my heart is pounding after a minute and a half, 2 minutes per exercise, and at the end I'm just like out of breath. So it gets everything all in one. It's a 20-minute workout, so it's really convenient. A lot of times the biggest reason people stop working out is they have no time. You know, life gets in the way. So I just think it's super convenient. Fits my lifestyle. I'm super busy, so.
And what's your normal resting heart rate?
I don't. Didn't we do that a few months ago?
We might have.
I do know that it's very low.
It's like in the 50s.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
less than 60.
Okay.
And you know that is I've seen it improve. I've had clients that have improved their resting heart rate, you know, just by doing this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it because this is more efficient than anything else, or
I mean,
because your clients weren't doing anything? And
Well, this particular client, I remember he was a tennis player, so he was active. He's an older guy, but he was active, and
Yeah.
you know he's Russian, and I love his accent. I remember him, but yeah, his resting heart rate went down, and a lot of times it helps your heart, it helps your cardiovascular system, helps with breakdown of glucose. So there's all benefits wrapped in one, while being a super safe workout where you're not throwing weights up and down, you're not putting excess stress on your joints from dropping and lifting really fast. So it's not only good for people that are healthy like myself, but people have like knee issues and back issues that really can't do the traditional lifting, speeds and things, and they don't want to run on a treadmill or go outside and run. And it's also super effective for fat loss too, because the biggest bang for your buck is working your muscles out to a point where exhaustion, and then people don't understand. People think they lose fat at the gym. It's really during your rest and when your body is breaking down calories and you're sleeping. That's when slowly but surely people lose fat. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym and spend 2 hours there and just burn all this fat. More than likely, the fat is going to be burned while you're not at the gym, because most people don't live at the gym, and if they do, they're living at the gym and they're not being productive in other facets of their life.
So for this type of workout, what diet do you recommend for it?
I mean, diet's going to be the most important thing, whether you're looking to gain weight, lose weight, maintain weight, improve your overall health. So diet is going to be by far the most important thing. So if you do super slow but eat fucking McDonald's and eat like shit 90% of the time, you'll see shitty results. So
like a lot of times when I was younger doing boxing,
we're really close to each other.
Well, we have to.
It's all right.
No.
You're fine.
I don't know if I can say that anymore. I'll get in trouble.
So real quick on the gay jokes. I mean, I have no problem with gays. I have no problem if you're gonna fuck animals, whatever.
I kind of have an issue with that.
Yeah, but I'm saying like your decisions are your decisions. But I play the Blink band. Like I'm always really afraid of making gay jokes. Back in '99, 2002, we make gay jokes. It was fine. But now I gotta like watch out. But I continue to make them. Listen, I have no problem. Do what you want. Your decision. Your decision. To each their own. But I feel like fucking. It's peak, politically correct PC fucking shit that we're in.
My friend Megan used to work in an after-school program where she's like, oh, let's put on like Spider-Man for like one of the kids. This is obviously before COVID when they had that type of thing, and they put on Spider-Man, and one of the jokes in there was like, oh, does your husband cook for you, or did your husband make you that? Yeah. And like one of the kids like complained to like their parents. I was like, you can't show fucking Spider-Man?
Yeah. But anyway, like, what were you saying before? I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm a tangent. I'm an off and on tangent guy. So.
Sorry. When I was younger, we used to do, like, in order to get through the workout, because I still get hungry during my workout, is we would carb load, and that would just give you a lot of energy, and it gets to you pretty quickly. It's not like fats or proteins where it takes a while to digest. You eat it, a half hour later, you're good to go. for super slow is that type of.
It's to each whatever works for you. I mean, I'm a big proponent of the ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting. The bottom line is, after years of dealing with people and their nutritional habits, it's really what's going to work for you. Obviously, if they can maintain, a keto, low carb, high fat, or moderate fat, and moderate protein, moderate to high protein diet, it's great. I feel like that's the best way because it's just a simple. All right, don't eat shit sugars or shit carbs. Just have a lot of vegetables. Have a lot of lean meats. Fill things in with some oils and nuts, and I think that sustains curbs my hunger longer than having sugars that break down quick. Yes, they provide that quick energy, but it's also, in your, again, 23 hours that you spend not in the gym, which is 95% of your life, what you're doing outside the gym is going to count more. So whatever's going to be sustainable, but I feel like that, making, the ketogenic diet keeps me fuller longer, so I end up just eating less calories, and the end all be all for losing weight or maintaining is going to be calories in, calories out. It doesn't matter what the fuck you eat. You can eat Milky Ways, not going to have great returns for optimal health, but if you eat 1,800 calories, and that might be 180 Milky Ways, the little Canadian bars. But if you're burning 2,200 calories, you will lose fat. But again, you'll feel like shit because you're not getting your proteins and micronutrients and your macronutrients in. But you will lose fat. So people, whatever's going to get you to what you want to do, your goals is what I recommend. But I do, I have a liking because it works for me. I feel like it does curb my hunger too.
So for the 20-minute workout, you say you're exhausted afterwards, and you're like sweating.
I really don't sweat unless it's more overly hot in the gym. You basically get to a point of where your muscles literally just can't move the weight anymore, and that's why your heart starts working really hard. You're breathing hard. I wouldn't say you're drenched in sweat. If the gym is hot,
a nice must.
Yeah, I mean sometimes, but people confuse sweating for results. So again, we're going to go talk about sweating. I feel that if you're sweating, your body is overheating, so your body is doing another task to cool itself down. You take away your energy from the actual physical workout to now having to cool your body down too. So it's recommended that you work out. I recommend that you work out in a cooler environment so your body can only focus all its energy and mental and physical energy on the workout rather than having to do another process of sweating and cooling yourself down. So I find when I do unfortunately have to work out in an environment that's hot, if I start to sweat, I don't like it because now I feel like it's taken away from my workout and I get exhausted quicker, and I don't feel like I get a good push or I don't get enveloped in the workout as much when I do sweat as opposed to when I do a workout. It's a nice cool environment and I don't sweat. I feel like I just get more out of the workout on a molecular level. Like I said, because sweating means your body's going to do another process to cool itself down. So
that makes sense. And if you're going as far as exhausted and you're...
Dude, which side is the camera on? It's right here?
I think it's...
Yeah,
right
I keep
there.
looking right here, and people at home like, why is he looking off the screen?
You look like Charlie Cox from Daredevil, or he's just like trying to play a blind man.
So yeah.
But the recovery, if you're exhausted afterwards, do you find yourself sleeping more now that you're doing this?
Yeah. I mean, sleeping. Sleep is probably top 5 things, most important things to do for optimal health. Which is first thing is going to be nutrition, water, safe and effective exercise, and sleep. If you're not getting a lot of sleep, you're not going to see the great benefits. But I definitely do sleep better. I sleep better on keto too because I'm not having that spike in insulin. And
okay, so you sleep better. You probably have better REM cycles, but you exercise before doing super slow. Do you find that now, because you're exhausted after your workouts, you have to sleep longer?
Do I have to sleep longer? I don't think so. I think I just get more, again, bang for my buck during sleep, more quality sleep. I am pretty exhausted, when I get home. I usually work, depends on when I work out, but I get home, 6, 7 o'clock after a work day. I'll be tired by, 11, but back in the day I was going a bit later, so, I think I need a good solid 8, and I get it.
Back when you were a young warthog?
Is that a Pokemon joke?
No, it's a Lion King joke. When I was a young warthog.
I don't know.
You ever seen Lion? God damn it. All right. So, Blue Peragine is also the owner and operator of Merchant Advance Now, LLC. Tell me about how you got started with that.
Merchant Advance Now. Okay, so, after the health insurance, Obamacare kind of put my health insurance career out of business.
Rip to Obamacare. Rip to...
Oh, yeah, how great did that work out? With everything, okay. So started doing, we all kind of left insurance and went to, this business financing industry, worked at an actual bank for like 5 months. And it was a difficult transition. I enveloped myself, we all did, learn the business from, start to finish. And 5 months into it, I kind of realized that, wow, I think I can do this better on my own. I'd do it better on my own. I could be more productive on my own.
So you had to like red tape before?
A lot of red tape. There was a lot of things we couldn't do inside that company, and I had to take, I had to inevitably go outside anyway. So I might as well just do it full time outside. So I started business, in my basement, at my little glass desk in my bedroom. So I did that on my own, and hustled on the side, did little odds and end jobs. Did some personal training to make ends meet to start the company.
Like the downtrodden success story, started with nothing.
I really did. I mean, I have a bank statement, and I was on unemployment, after the health insurance company closed, and I fucking had $278 in my account collecting unemployment. But yeah, I mean, I started that, and then just, we realized that, we should invest in this business, not only just do it as a broker agent, we can do it as an actual, putting money into these contracts to see a even better return. So save my money like a motherfucker, lived like a fucking broke man for fucking 2-3 years. I started doing gigs, again, doing as much as I can on the outside to save the business as much money, so I can put that money I make from the business back into the business and get better returns. And then just, did it so much, started small, started from the bottom, fucking small, like literally $600 into these deals now.
You said you only started with like $298, and
yeah, dude,
was there an inherent risk when you started? Like, shit,
well,
this doesn't work out.
We started as a broker, so we started just making commissions without investing money into these contracts.
So you didn't have to put your own money.
Not in the beginning. So we just did as much broker deals as possible with other banks, and we had relationships. And I saved like a motherfucker. From $300, I saved as much money as I possibly can by, again, doing as much on the outside, like playing music gigs, doing the personal training. I literally help people move because I had a trailer. So I was like, I go on Craigslist and go onto gigs. There's a little thing. Anybody needed help that I can do, I was there. I did construction during the day. We had a construction site, making $15 an hour, literally on my phone, pushing deals through. So I did a 3-day job out in the Hamptons. There's like an art exhibit that they just had brought me in to do sheetrocking, day laboring like like the fucking guys at Home Depot, but also working my business on my phone. So started doing that, saved them enough money, and then eventually it was able to. Everybody, all the other guys from the office moved out on their own too, and then it was off to the races. Started doing this full time, and it's all history from there.
So when did you feel comfortable enough saying, okay, I have enough money, if I invest in this particular company and I lose it, it's not a deal breaker, like I'm not gonna go back to nothing?
I think it's expected. It's calculated risk. With any risk, with any high yielding risk, there's always that big risk there. Obviously, it's high reward for a fucking reason. You just, at a certain point, you have to look at the money that you have in this industry. You got to look at the money as just chips. It's not like poker, but if you figure, I lose a couple chips, but I make more chips over on this one. I make more chips on this one. I break even chips on this one.
Helps you not freak out on some losses.
It took a little bit to actually wow, I lost $3,000. But on the other side of the thing, 5 other files, I made $6,000 on each one. So it took a while psychologically to get it down. I'm still not okay with ever losing money, but it's definitely part of the game. I'm a little okay. I can live and mentally sleep at night, while knowing that I'm making money, but also losing money, but making more money.
So, are you overly critical on other business owners? Like, if you were to say, hey, this is a fitness person, like doing CrossFit, and say, listen, if you can't pay your bills, do what I did, just go in day labor. Yeah,
it's there's no fucking excuse. I'm the Gary V, everything Gary V. There's no fucking excuse. I deal with business owners 24/7. I am a retail. Not only am in this business, I'm also in the thick of it on a retail side. I do own a sign business as well, so I know the
link down below.
Link down below. Fast Signs of Wantal. I'm in the retail space as well, so I know the challenges and cash flow challenges. But you see me here, sometimes I leave in the afternoon to go fucking help them. You know, I do what I need to do. I stay out till 9 o'clock at night doing different things that is going to make that business money to make it succeed. And if your business is not succeeding, you got to do more and to get more. So it just because, I had this great idea, it didn't work out in the first 3 years, we were bankrupt. Just don't even fucking get me started. So, you got to be more diligent with money. You know, people like to act like they're fucking rich before they're actually wealthy. How you've known me 5 years.
Yeah. Have you ever changed those shoes?
Well, this is my second pair. But I wear them every day. I don't run on them, so they stay in pretty good shape. I don't have to fucking have the new Jordans. You've been to my house. I don't renovate my house. I just, I keep it nice and
Clean.
I don't fucking spend money that's not going to make me money a lot of times. I don't, superfluous spending is not in my DNA. I'm a saver, and I think people these days are a spender than they try to save. So saving my money is an important thing, but just smart spending. If I'm going to spend $1,000, I better be fucking making money on that. My car, I needed a bigger car, so I bought a car, but that car is super reliable and it's going to get me from point A to point B, but I'm not going to go out and buy a fucking BMW because I don't fucking need a BMW. So.
And when you said you're a big saver, it's not in your DNA, I know a couple people like that, but some of them were like that because their parents taught them to save, and that's how they were brought up. But some of them were like that because their parents had spending issues, and they're just like, do not want to be like that.
Yeah.
What was it like for you?
I've seen both. My dad was a huge saver. It's a big joke that he hasn't spent his baptism money yet. He's a fixer guy, so he bought a truck and used it until he literally couldn't fucking put it together again with chewing gum and fucking twine. But I also, know friends of my parents and other people, that I see like they spend all the money and then you don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. The only thing that you see is, they got a new boat, they got a new jet ski, they have this awesome looking TV, but then the mortgage is upside down, or they're behind on their taxes, or they're getting it repossessed, and you don't see those things. So a lot of times what you see on Instagram and Facebook is like, that's cool, they have a nice house, they're on jet skis. What you don't see behind the Instagram feed is the crippling debt, unable to expand maybe their business or expand within themselves. So I don't know. The only advice I do have is that I use vacation. So that's what I spend my money on. I make money to enjoy life, and that's the thing. I just to spend $500 on new fucking shoes every 6 months is fucking ridiculous.
I couldn't do it. Maybe if you were like a runner and that's what you did.
Yeah, again, if that's going to bring, it's not, if it's going to actually functionally bring you something, better, that's great. But even myself as a musician, I've had the same guitar for 4 or 5 years. It's a great guitar, but I take care of it. I don't need to buy another guitar every year just because I had a great year, so I'm not going to go. I know there's going to be a time where, I hope there's not, but I just have to prepare for a time that gigs will dry up, and music gigs and look what happened, COVID. I fucking have 1 or 2 music gigs a month, but before that I was having 10, 11 a month.
That's so much.
But eventually there's going to come a time, and who knew it was going to be a pandemic, but there was something's going to happen, whether with this business, that source of income. So having multiple lines of income is going to be, again, important, because something's going to dry up. If you're just working a job, you're relying on somebody to fucking keep you paid on a weekly basis. What happens if a fucking asteroid hits your place of work, and all of a sudden you don't have a fucking $100,000 job anymore? What's going to happen to Alexa's payment? You always got to prepare for prepare for the worst and expect the best, of course, but prepare for the inevitable or the worst.
So, as someone that has done so much as far as music, multiple business owners, one on the retail side, one is your own.
Retail. I keep this like the merchant advance now is like it's not like a retail front-facing business.
I meant the sign shop as your retail.
Yeah. Sign shop. That's it's a retail stuff.
What impresses you? What is something that you say like, wow, this person did something really impressive?
What impresses me? What do you mean, like?
Like, what's something that you just
tough to impress me?
I know. That's why I'm trying to think of something, because you've done so much as far as businesses, working your balls off from having $298 in your checking account to having a sizable net worth right now.
That impresses me. Like seeing other people, do that. Not that I impress myself, but I admire people like that. I admire like straight hustlers. And like there's a bad connotation attached to the word hustler, because hustlers got to be doing something wrong. No, hustler is just there's a goal, and there's ways to achieve that goal, and sitting on your ass over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and not waking up early on Monday and not working late on Friday and if you're not doing that, you're not going to get to your goals. So people hitting their goals, or hustling to hit their goals, and a lot of people have goals that are just super reachable. Like, I just want to make 60 grand a year. I want to have kids, live in a
Well, some people that makes them happy.
If that's your goal and that's reachable, it's fine. I admire and I'm impressed by super fucking crazy. What is it? What's the big audacious fat goal? What's it? Ball? Or what's your
Ballin'?
Nah, there's a fucking acronym that says like big, audacious.
I'm not big with the
yeah, whatever. But anyway, some people reach, setting themselves or fucking far-reach goals and actually putting in the work to hit them, or if they miss them, they just say, "Yeah, I'm not there yet." And that's what impresses me. And like, I'm impressed by other people doing whatever they have to do, whether it's not something I love. I didn't like doing construction.
Yeah.
I fucking hated it. But I was like, all right, I need to make $100 today, so I can pay my rent, put food in my mouth, and not have to take any money out of the business, and I can just keep sifling and turning it over. So, I mean, I don't have to do that anymore, but I know if push comes to shove, if all industry, income streams wind down, I can fucking just go back to that, and I know it'll be fine. Like, I obviously,
because you've been there before.
I've been there before. And there's no like, no shame in it. I fucking just work my ass off. I'm not above, if I had to go fucking work, for a construction company in the morning, if I fucking had to. I don't have to, but like if I had to like go back to that, there's no shame in it. So that impresses me. So if somebody working hard and just rolling up their sleeves, doing what they fucking have to do to not only meet their needs but exceed their needs, this way they can go do what they want, whether it's a business or a vacation or other types of goals.
So what's your next goal? Having a couple of things with real estate, a couple jobs, like what's next for Lou Peragine?
I don't know. That's the fun. That's the fun in life.
Not knowing what's next.
I didn't know last year that I was going to buy a sign store.
What made you decide to go into that?
It was a lucrative opportunity that I presented. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it came out of left field. It was just a buddy that I had. Like, hey, this is a great time to get in this particular store, and it just came across my desk. Who knows? Like next month, next year, it could be something else.
Like a mini golf course.
You never know. So that's why it's always good to have money saved for an opportunity. So. You really couldn't tell. I don't know. Like last year, I was buying another condo or buying another piece of property, but an opportunity presents itself, and it's not only having the opportunity present itself; it's having the opportunity to seize that opportunity. So yeah, everyone can just have opportunities, but opportunities are shit if you can't take advantage of them. So who the fuck knows? I don't know. That's so much fun. That's like a joy. That's why I like. Happy.
So I've heard and I know I'm going to butcher the quote. It says like the best way to like cripple a kid is to give them everything when they're younger.
Fuck yeah.
Did you not have a lot when you were younger?
I mean, I had what I needed. I had supportive family, and I was always able to play sports. And my parents always got me into sports, which was huge. I know that wasn't easy to fucking pay the sports fees and
the equipment for some of those.
Equipment, yeah, I remember like ice hockey was expensive. But after that, I mean, as I was growing up, the provisions provided to me were less and less. And after I was 18, 19, I was like, all right, go buy, go get a job, go get a car, go get a truck, whatever. And that was it. I mean, besides when I moved out, besides the little bit of groceries I got. It was all, my mom would just because, not that I needed it, but she just wanted to continue, like, buying the cereal for some reason.
That's awesome.
But that was before keto, though.
Oh, all right.
But, I mean, I was not, like, given, like, money or, like, a car or, like, inheritance or anything. So, I feel like if I would, I would have been softer. Like, it'll come to me or whatever. I think, I got the necessities. I had a good upbringing, but other than that, I just wasn't like given like stuff to get going. And I know that if inevitably or not inevitably, but if God forbid something happens catastrophically in my life, I can start from nothing and be fine with it. But
so, how long did it take to go from that one moment of 293 in your account to
now?
Yeah, I guess now.
That was 2014, 2015.
Oh, so that took 6 years.
6 years. So 2014, and then I think 2017 or 2018, I was fully on my own and not doing like side personal training. I literally started the business 2014 in my basement, but again, for 2-3 years, I still had to like do other things to make it work. And even through last year, I'm still playing music because it makes me money and I love it. But it wasn't until 3-4 years later that I actually can just like be fully self-employed with no other little gigs, side jobs, and like just to kill myself. And now I can probably just do this, but I'm not. After this, I'm gonna go to the science store and I got stuff from this. And
do you ever worry about stretching yourself too thin?
Yeah. That's so I do. That's I have this thing I call it my real estate. In my head, my mind.
Yeah, I get that too.
Yeah. So, you don't want to be careful that you're not overcrowding your real estate in your head. So it does take some getting used to, like having like different things going around in your head, and you just got to put things out of your mind until you actually need to look at them. So the passive income stuff I look at once every 2 weeks. The stock market I look at every month. I don't look at it every day.
Oh God, I'm such a sucker for the stock market.
I just know that if I look at it every day, I would be so consumed about what's happening now. I look at it once a month and I make the adjustments. With the condo, I'll look at that once a week, see how the bookings are going, or check in with the property manager. With the sign store, I'll put everything to the side except for one day. I'll maybe spend in there to just kind of keep a pulse. But it's really difficult for me to put that completely out of my head. But you have to. Like that's the one thing I'm learning is to like if you're gonna put more on, you got to be able to control it in your head and be able to prioritize your time and your energy. And also your mental real estate too, because that will just crush you if you're trying to like have everything on your head at once.
Yeah.
But time management is important. The more you put on, and I'm realizing that I'm working with it.
So what do you do to de-stress? You just like smoke a big bag of weed? Or
No, I don't smoke weed.
Veg out on video games?
No, just
Why Seinfeld?
I like playing music. I do that a lot. I exercise. That's really fun. It's still fun for me. I don't hate it. I just exercise and I don't really do vacation. It's really I try to disconnect for a week here and there. Sometimes it's really tough.
Does it take you a couple of days? Like even if you're on vacation, the first couple of days you don't like settle down until...
No, I can turn it off. Like when I go home after Friday tonight, I'll go home and like 6-7 o'clock and everything as the day ends and the store closes and everything's closing and 7 o'clock comes and I don't have a gig or anything. I'll be able to turn it off pretty quickly.
Okay.
I sometimes do need melatonin to kind of stop the twirling in my head, but
does that give you crazy dreams?
Fuck yeah. Lucid crazy fucking dreams, yeah.
I tell you, and it really just makes me tired. Like even if I've slept like 7-8 hours, like I still wake up like I could sleep more if I wanted to.
Yeah, it's tough. It's weird because sometimes I'll take melatonin, I'll fall asleep, and then I'll wake up 6-7 hours later and just literally ready. But even if it's not time to go yet, but if you try to wake up too early or you go back to sleep, it does kind of make you a little groggy.
Yeah,
but
if I go back to bed, it's over. Wake up, it's like, oh, feel fucked. But all right, that's good to know. And this has been Luke Peragine.
28 minutes.
Yeah.
Is that going to be able to upload the video?
Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll upload it at home. Yeah.
Okay.
I've gone an hour.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're good. All right, doctor.
Doctor.
All right.
Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Goodbye.